The same prairie wind rustles the grasses near the coal house as it did in 1871. The same prairie flowers bloom as when the coal house was built. The same big sky cradles the memory of the family that lived here. Little else remains the same, except the coal house. Donated in 1985 to the museum by Grace Cutning, the granddaughter of the original builders. The house was owned by members of the Cole family for more than 110 years. Sit back as we take a tour through the Cole house.
The original Cole house consisted of this room, the room upstairs, and a lean-to kitchen. As their family grew, their house also grew. The first edition, in the late 1880s, consisted of the piano room, one bedroom, the bedroom upstairs, and the stairway. In the late 1890s, this room was added, and the room upstairs, which is now a bedroom. This is a picture of the wedding portrait of Drusilla and Thornton, and that was August 14th of 1873 in Chandlerville, Illinois. One of the first accomplishments of Thornton was planting trees. This photograph shows Cold Grove, where many community celebrations were held. Shown are Thornton, Drusilla, Mary, James, Tina, Zetta, and Nola, their children. This is what the coal barn looked like. It was huge. And you can see Thornton and Drusilla and one of their children in the buggy. This barn was blown away in the 1920 tornado. The latest addition in 1901 was Grandma's new kitchen. The east wall of the kitchen is really interesting. It has from floor to ceiling cabinets and cupboards. As family members have come to look at the museum, many of them have sent things back that had belonged to the original family. The Cole house was known as the halfway house because it was located halfway between Newton and McPherson. When travelers were not able to make their destination by nightfall, they would stay here. This room has slept many, many travelers. This room shows many children's furniture pieces that have been donated by community members. This bedroom was in the first edition, and it has a balcony outside where the family slept on hot summer nights. This small door used to be a window in the original bedroom. gives you access to the original bedroom.
This room features quilts on display and one very old hat, believed to have belonged to Drusilla Cole's mother, Elvina Showalter. The hat room was made in 1904 and is located above the old kitchen. Originally a nursery, now holds the hat collection.
The hat collection is about 125 hats, and we change them out for the seasons. We have summer hats and winter hats, and they're very interesting. I cannot imagine putting some of these on your head and leaving the house, but they were stylish back then. The original stairway was built in 1875, and it was part of the three rooms that the house consisted of. When the women were here by themselves, and the Indians would come around and look to see who was here, the women would hide on the stairway, and before they came out, they would look through the little door to make sure it was safe. This is what the original house looked like. On the right is Thornton and Drusilla, and I think James in the perambulator, 3 of their children, Mrs. Showalter, who was Drusilla's mother, and 2 of their maids. And here is a close-up of the family. The little girl beside Thornton was Grace Newcomb. And her mother is Mary, standing next to Tina in back.
Now we say goodbye to the Cole House and on to the Agriculture Museum.